In this exercise, we're going to go ahead and continue filling out all the information, but I want to point out something to you. If you take a look at sales report in November 2007, if you take a look at our example, you'll notice that they look a lot different. Okay, they're a lot bigger, they're bolder, they're taking up a lot more space horizontally, and that's actually something that we're going to look at in just a few exercises. But I just wanted to point that out to you. You can go in and you can type in information, and then you can go back later and format it and make it look just how you want. Now with the rest of this, I really don't care about the actual positions, so I'm going to go ahead and do B4, and that's where I'll start with product ID. But for the rest of this stuff, I'm not going to be bouncing back and forth here because it doesn't really matter. So we'll go ahead and B4, and I'll put product ID and hit enter. You can also, by the way, if you hit enter, you will go down to the next cell below, and if you hit tab, you'll go to the right. So if I do description here, and then I hit the tab key, that moves me. Every time I hit it, it moves me to the next cell to the right. So we type QTY for quantity, tab again, unit cost, tab again, and total. Now notice in all these cases, again, things do not look pretty, and product ID is kind of getting cut off right there. Description is bleeding over into the next column here. None of that matters though. I'm going to go in later on and I'm going to fix all that. Right now we just want to get all the information entered in. 100203 is a value that we've picked for that. Hit tab, and we're going to go whiz, bang, fuzzy, wuzzies. Okay, we'll tab all the way over here to quantity, and I'm going to enter 245. And unit cost, I'm going to put $14.95. Now you'll remember that the total value was calculated for me. So I'm not going to fool with entering that right now. That's what I want to use Excel for. I want to enter the number of that I sold and then the cost of each one. And I want to have Excel figure out what the total is. I want to have Excel figure out $14.95 times 245. Now let's go ahead, and incidentally, you can use your arrow keys if you want to also to move around inside of the spreadsheet. Well, let's go ahead and enter our next one, 100204, and this is inflatable USB keyboard. Obviously, these are fake products, right? And we'll tab over again to quantity here, 445 and 12.95. Now, you will notice one thing over here on our sample file. All these product ID numbers are sequential. So apparently that's how it's sorted. Now, since we're going to enter sequential numbers, I'm going to show you a shortcut. If you take a number that has like a value that's incremented, and it's obvious that you can see that it's just been incremented by 1 here, and you want to have Excel do some automatic magic for you, it's very easy to do. Select both the cells. You only need 2 in order to do this. Okay, notice with them both highlighted, in the lower right-hand corner, there's this little square. Okay, and if I hover my cursor over that, I get a plus sign. This is for adding things. Well, if I click and drag with those selected, and I drag downward, notice that now it says 205, 206, 207, all the way down we'll go to 209. And when I release the mouse button, look at that, it fills in all the values for me. So in order again to do that, you have to select at least 2 cells that have an incremental value, and then Excel will go in there and do its little magic for you. Now what I want you to do is go ahead and fill out the information up to this point. I'm going to fast forward the video right now because you don't need to watch me type all of this. And then I'll catch up with you in just a minute, and then I want to have you enter the same information in, okay? I'll be right back. All right, I have got all that information entered in. I want you to go ahead, pause the video if you need to so that you can see everything that I've got going on here. And then when you're done, you need to go up and click the Save button. And that's something that you need to get into the habit of doing periodically. Excel will automatically save things for you every once in a while. but there is a chance that you might have done a lot of work before Excel got a chance to save it, and something could happen. You could have a power outage or get a program error or something and lose that. So try to save periodically. Go ahead and pause the video now, enter in all the information that you see here, and in the next exercise, we're going to talk a little bit about formatting and laying all this out so that it looks real pretty.